What's going on YouTube? It's your boy SamDukez with another FrostDK vid. This is going to be a continuation of my 2v2 arena series where I break down everything that goes on in the arena and how to react as a FrostDK, what talents, what to do against certain comps, all that good stuff that you guys always ask me during these videos. I also want to throw in that I have been playing other classes as well, so videos of different characters will be coming out just to spice things up on my channel and to bring in some new people. But this is mainly, and I will always be mainly a FrostDK, so I don't want to discourage anyone. Guys, I do encourage you to look down in the description. I'm leaving a ton of goodies in there. And also, I am working on a schedule for live streaming, just like a lot of people have been asking me. Okay, so with that all being said, if you're new, subscribe, throw that thumbs up, comment down below with your thoughts, and let's get right into this video. Peace! Alright guys, so what better way to start this video than with a mirror matchup, right? So I am running HPAL FrostDK against a HPAL FrostDK. So let's get into this matchup. Okay, so since the DK is already coming in and the HPAL is back, I'm not going to chase the HPAL, right? We want to stay together for this comp because we go off our Hodges. So he's already going to start right here. He has both of us over here. He thinks he's good. I do grip in the HPAL. The HPAL gets rooted. I'm going to put AMZ. The reason I put AMZ is so my HPAL doesn't have to worry about keeping himself up and we can stay as aggressive as we want, right? So we do get the Hodge. He does trinket out of it immediately. I do get stunned, so I'm going to trinket. And it was right away I trinketed it because I knew I was going to force something, and look what we did. We forced trinket, remember, with the Hodge, but we still got bubble. That is huge. We are way ahead right now of the enemy. So without wasting any time, already switching to the DK since he's already close by. And now I'm putting a number on him. I am going to get repented over here, and I end up getting dispelled. I do get rooted, so I do Wraith Walk in. The Pally comes in. Now I switch right to the HPAL. Remember guys, even if you don't know what you're looking out for, if the guy's taking no damage, you know he has a defensive up or some sort of ability, right? So switch to the next thing. That's why the DK has nothing on him, so I ended up switching to him and he gets low right away. Without wasting any time, I go back to the HPAL over here, keeping them both low. Look at us, I'm full, right? And look at them, they are both at 40%, right? Okay, so without wasting any time, again switching. And I do get rooted over here, so I'm going to wait it out. He's going to start his burst in a second, actually. And there it is. He's bursting, so I'm trying to stay away so I do not get stunned. And once I make my way to him, that's when I put the AMS up, so this Ticks of Remorseless Winter does not get me into a stun. Okay, I'm going to end up gripping the HPAL in a second. Once he sticks his head out, I gripped him, rooted him. He doesn't have freedom up for another 8 seconds. Start the burst. We get a full Hodge onto him. I do IBF offensively. Now, you know, because we were ahead the whole time, it was okay for me to do so. I don't recommend it always, but I knew that I'm going to put him in a bad spot. Over here, guys, this is where the HPAL does a huge mistake. Okay, so I got the kickoff, right? Starts making his way. I'm still on him. I may have been able to belf, but good thing I didn't because I did get gripped right away. And my grip came off cooldown, but the HPAL, once I got gripped, he stayed in my line of sight. So by him doing that, I was able to grip him right away. Gripped him. We're going to do a double belf over here. First belf from my HPAL, then I do the second belf, and he cannot survive. And yeah, basically, you want to always know your kill opportunities, your kill windows, etc. We were not invoicing this, but we knew exactly what we were going to do prior. Okay, let's get into the next matchup. Alright guys, so the next matchup is up against a Warrior, Resto Shaman. A lot of DKs have a trouble with this comp, so I am going to show exactly what to do. Let me actually make this full screen. Alright, let's do it. So I'm going to start off by throwing the chains onto the Warrior. He does charge me. I'm going to make my way to the Resto Shaman. We got a full Hodge, start the burst because I want to match the burst with the Hodge. We belf right out of it. I'm going to trinket the bolt to stay aggressive. We do force wall either way, which is really good. I should have technically switched to the Warrior right here, but I waited a little bit, and I'm going to end up switching to him because he doesn't have shield on him, so I'm going to switch him right now. He is going to switch into defensive stance, And I do get feared over here, so I'm going to have to sit it. And they're able to recover at this point. I do get hexed out of that, which is unfortunate. It was a good CC chain by them. So anyway, it ended up breaking, so I'm going to start putting up the pressure up onto the shaman. We get another full Hodge, no burst to follow that right now. I do root both of them. See how I rooted the warrior and the shaman while my healer is down the ramp, so he's able to worry about himself. So I am cleaving both. Notice how I'm switching between them the whole time, just to keep them both low. When you keep them both low, not only does the healer have to worry about both of them, but you're able to assess the situation and decide who you want to hit. So over here I start to burst again. I am bursting, I get them both in the stun, and over here I'm going ham, so I end up forcing Link, which is really good. Now look at both of their HP. I honestly should have went for the Sky Fury totem, but I thought I could get the kill before that. We end up killing the totem, but they're able to recover right now. So over here, look, so my H-Pal got hexed, right? So I don't have burst. There's no reason for me to stay in there. So look what I do. I throw Chains of Ice onto the warrior. I get rooted. So then I root him, and I end up Wraith walking away. He leaps, so he used all his connecting factors to get to me. And in the end, once my H-Pal is out of CC, I get sacked. So I'm able to say aggressive. I helped him out by doing that, as opposed to him for bubbling or throwing a trinket out. So they're wrecking right now. We get a Hodge. Unfortunately, I end up IBFing, so he disarms me. So we still have to get the bop out, which is unfortunate. But now I'm not wasting any time, not letting it affect me. Start the burst again onto the shaman. We belf him. We force wall over here. He's staying down. I end up gripping him in, but he's able to make himself away. So without wasting any time, switch to the warrior. Now remember, we forced the warrior wall when we got Link also, right? So over here, I kick the shaman, start hitting the shaman. And this is what I mean by keep them both low. We get a Hodge over here, but he does have Earth Shield and stuff. I do trinket the bolt over here, and he's able to get the Hex onto the Pally. Right now, making my way again. The warrior over here slowing him down. I'm going to, without wasting any time, start hitting him in defensive stance. You see? And he's going to disarm me, so I do that Howling Blast and keep Howling Blasting over here. Look. Keep Howling Blasting. Get a focus kick, and we end the game that way. Now to the next matchup. So for the last matchup today, we are going up against Feral Druid H-Pal, and this was actually a tough one, and it's a really good matchup to discuss cooldowns, etc. Let's get into it. So over here, they open up with a stun on me, start bleeding me up, and then go making their way to my H-Pal. I am going to get the grip right now, soon. I'm hitting the Feral as I'm waiting to get the grip. We get the Hodge, and now both of our Pallies are going to pop their wings over here. So the wings is usually enough to sustain the damage, so that's why I like to switch between them. But over here, since the H-Pal is right in the middle, I'm going to try after his wall to keep putting up the pressure, but the wings are just sufficient. It's still the beginning, there is no serious dampening, so that's why they're able to survive over here. But we are getting lower, and they're tapped off. They do get the Hodge, and I do get a kick over here. I do get rooted, so I am going to Wraith Walk out of the root. And notice how I made my way to the Feral instead of staying with the H-Pal, because the H-Pal wanted me to get away, so that way his Feral can do damage onto my H-Pal. So by me going onto the Feral, I'm able to make him kite away, hence peeling basically by doing damage to him. We're going to get that grip over here into the Hodge. He is going to trinket out of the Hodge as I start the burst. I do get that DR stun over here, and he's able to horse away. Notice that this is our tactic. The later in dampening, the more he can't heal out of it. So those 5 seconds, if he sits the Hodge, or stays in my line for 5 seconds is detrimental, right? So instead of always chasing, I am going on to the Feral Druid. He's able to tap off through the bash. I don't have a trinket out, and I'm not going to IBF it either because I didn't have any burst up. So now he's wingsing, using wings, and we're both getting lower. We do get a Hodge onto him, so it's unfortunate that I do not have burst yet, but I'm still putting in work into it because he doesn't have a defensive up, as you can see. He does have freedom over here. I do grip him, but I can't keep him slowed since he does have freedom. Now that the freedom wore off, I'm still onto him. But as you can tell that the Druid is able to keep me slow, so I cannot reach him. So instead of, I know it may seem like a good tactic to just chase that HP when he's so low, but by me going onto the Druid is not wasting any time, forcing that HP to come out of hiding, right? So I'm starting my burst over here. I do pop the IBF since we are low, and because I got bashed, so it was a win-win over there. And I force skin, and they also have the wings up as well. I do put AMZ here because of the wings, so I'm still putting damage. My burst just fell off, and so the HP puts freedom onto himself. I get rooted. I do Wraith Walk out, and notice over here I do not try to root him because he did have the freedom up. We do get the Hodge, and it does force the bubble, so that's good. But they force bubble at the same time. So as of right now, we are both in the same situation. So you know, like, we're matched on cooldowns, you can say. So I do get stunned over here. He is incarning right now. So our whole point is right now, keep that Druid away. And since I don't have that much peels, I can do damage to him to force him to run. He does bop offensively the Druid, so then the Druid can just stay offensive as he's incarning because they don't want to waste it, right? I am bursting though, so I can go through that. I am making my way to the H-Pal over here. He does wings. We do get a Belf off right here, and this is going to be it, I believe. Yes, we do kill him. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just remember, if you did, to throw that thumbs up, share it with your friends, and until next time, guys, peace!